Just thank you for everybody that's here today. My name is Brandi. I am a licensed real estate professional with Keller Williams Realty Coastal Area Partners. We are here to give you the tea, and I just want to give a huge shout out first from Shelley and Dream Finders for allowing us to use this space, and they also provided the food. Hillbilly Willies, Chris, the husband's here. Amy Martin is the owner. I really want to say thank you to her for providing this good tasting tea. And then, last but least, Angel herself with outline design and staging. She's going to give us some staging tips. Me and Shelley at the end is going to give you some tea on Dreamfinder's home, the process and all. Feel free, this is an interactive one. If you want to ask questions, ask as many questions as you want. We also going to have Bethany, correct? Bethany from Notable. She's going to tell you about how you could pay at closing for staging if you need staging as well. So other than that, I just want to say huge shout out and thank you. And we're going to start by having Angel come up. Thank you. I'll wait till the actual day. It look like a home. Okay. Did you want me to get you some snacks or anything? Not yet. So what's the name? She's in Atlanta. Okay. A little lot. We take up the room. Do she know Buffy? She's just going to Atlanta program. She's somebody. So she's still new. Did she get her license 6 months ago? A year ago. Okay. I was gonna say mentally, because this is definitely like a mental job, and it's a lot of work, but it's definitely rewarding. You can always give her my information. I'll feel free to network with her, connect with her. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do I follow you back? Do I need to follow you back? Comfortable. Because at first I was thinking, I don't want to do this. And if nobody shows up, I was one of those. I was like, just do it. Just do it. Somewhere. Just do it. Oh, we can hear her now.
Hey there.
Hi. Where's the camera at? Oh, it's right here. Hi.
Hello.
I'm Brandi. I'm the one hosting the event. I just wanted to say hello to you.
Hello. It's Brandi.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. All right. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
Okay. I know I can't see what's going on behind me, but am I little on a laptop screen or am I giant on like a bigger screen?
You're on a big screen. You're on TV.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's exciting. Okay. Well, hello. Good afternoon. My name is Bethany, and I am at Notable. So Angelina is one of the stagers at to offer a pay at close option to her home staging clients. So I'm here today just to tell you more about pay at close. And then just real quick, Angelina, have you talked about the payment option at all yet?
Not yet. So we're fresh right here.
Perfect. Okay. So Angelina, I think she's got some flyers there. I'm going to share my screen with you. So give me just a minute. There's about to be 100 of us on the screen here. And then I'm going to share some materials with you. So just a little bit about Notable. We are the lender who started offering what's called pay at close. We've been around for almost 6 years. So Notable had previously partnered with brokers across the United States for pay at close options to help their clients get their homes ready for being listed on the market. With the hope of that helping them to sell their homes at a higher price and to sell those homes faster. So we paid out, I think it's $1 billion in staging fees. I have to kind of go back and look at my notes on $1 billion in listing including staging fees. We've done over 30,000 transactions. And we partnered with 100,000 agents, and we have just recently started working with stagers, and we love this partnership. So what I'm sharing on my screen right now is the application link for Outline Designs. So this is where our clients can come to apply for this line of credit. So let me tell you a little bit about the product itself and the line of credit that you would be applying for. So I'm going to pull up one of our flyers here. So this is Prep Now, Pay at Close. So this line of credit is a line of credit that is, unlike a credit card, not going to have a negative impact on your credit, which is super important. Oftentimes when you are selling a home, you're turning around and buying something new, and everyone is telling you don't go out and put a lot on your credit card or take out a loan. And you guys forgive me, if my computer shuts off, I'll jump right back into the meeting. Sometimes it just flashes the screen at me, so just fingers crossed. Okay, but if I disappear, I'll be right back. This is an
Soon as she said it, she jinxed it. I do have those handouts out there too, so, and then it shows everything that the line of credit offers to her.
we do not do a market. There's no link that's in it for the property as your line of credit. Basically, it has a free way to defer your listing costs until closing. And here it kind of explains it a little bit more. So it's an unsecured personal line of credit up to $50,000. It's a super easy application. You can check your offering minutes. I love to really emphasize here, it does not hurt to apply and see what you pre-qualify for, since we don't do the hard credit check. And we do ask for your personal information, including social security number. The reason we ask for that is we do a soft check to get your FICO score. So in the state of Georgia, we just need a minimum of a 680 FICO score to qualify, and then sufficient equity in the home, which I'll talk more about that in a moment. This is all conveniently repaid at the time of closing, so no monthly payments. When your home closes, yourself or preferably the homeowner will contact with text, call, or email and just say, hey, this is the date that I'm closing, and here's my title company information. 7 days before your closing, we send the payoff information to the title company. They take care of everything at closing. So very, very easy. I'll pause for just a moment. Sometimes I share a lot of information. Are there any questions that I could answer so far?
Quick question. Is it a specific amount or the amount varies determining the equity of the home?
It's actually determined by the FICO score. That's a great question. So, the amount you can be approved for is typically going to be determined by that FICO score. And then something else I like to share is we do not charge any interest at all on unused funds. So you are only charged interest, and it's going to be about 1% a month on the amount of funds that you use for the amount of time that you have it outstanding. That's a really good question. I like to share, this is the other flyer that I really like to share with people, and you should have these both there. But these are the uses. Sorry, I'll pause for just a second. I've got my camera hidden, so I can't see anything, so feel free to cut me off.
I think we're good.
Do we have it?
Yeah. We see what's popular uses.
Perfect. Okay, so this is what I like to share with people to show them what you can do, or how you can use these funds. So, and I'll share some statistics with you because into commercial real estate. But there are a number of other situations that would apply, or if let's say you own an apartment, like we'll work with an apartment building up to 4 units as well. So
Well, that was really good information. Thank you once again for coming and joining us via Zoom. We know that you're far away, but it's so nice to have you and explore all those options and make it very easy for the home sellers.
Yes.
excellent. Okay, well, I appreciate you all having me on. Enjoy. Angelina's got lots of great information and spoke very highly of Brandi as well. So you guys enjoy the rest of your session.
Thank you, Bethany.
Thank you. Bye bye.
See you. That was amazing to know. And I think people think just in case.
Down the street from my dad's house, this lady, unfortunately became ill, so she turned her house over to her daughter so that when they put her in the nursing home, that they can take the house. And so her
Yep, you do.
daughter kind of cut me from mom and everything else and ended up selling the house. Well, this lady was the president of what we call the flower people.
The florals. The
So she was the president of Arbor Society in Savannah. So her yard was super beautiful. For the people that she sold it to, the first thing they did, they yanked out everything. And basically so that so it would be less up because they turn out and house out. But the house went down. I don't know if I let the cat use it for because it may destroy it.
All right. So I am Angel. Angelina is my first name, but Angel for short. Thank you guys for being here. So excited to see you guys. And we're doing a presentation for staging your house to sell. So a little bit about me. I'm Angel Gallego, accredited staging professional, certified and licensed. My focus and background is in wellness and lifestyle design. So if you live with kids or husbands, work at home, I really focus on your lifestyle. So that's what I try to stage for. Also buyer psychology and design strategy expert and projects all across Georgia and Florida. The importance of photos, importance of updates, what we were just talking about, great curb appeal. One of my favorites is room by room tips, and the secret to selling faster and for more money, because that's what we want, right? Staging is marketing and packaging a home for sale in order to maximize the equity. Staging includes decluttering, repairs, updates, curb appeal, cleaning. Staging is not decorating, it's marketing. So we're packaging your home to appeal to the right buyer the same way brands package products to attract customers. A professional home stager understands how to appeal to a specific buyer demographic, knows how to set up rooms so that they engage the buyer, knows how to stage rooms so that they look great in photos. Staging works because it helps the buyer connect with your home on an emotional level, and that's what people buy off of, is emotion. So this is, according to the National Association of Realtors, the 2025 year profile on home staging, 83% of buyer agents said that staging a home made it easier for buyers to visualize the home as their future home. And I think this is about 94% are looking for a well moved in ready home. And then these are just some of the numbers to break down that number to show that staging your home really works. So 29% of sellers agents reported a 1 to 10% increase in the dollar value offered, and then just breaks it down. So this is something that I really want to show people. Instead of, like, we're so used to seeing a decrease in home values, like, oh, let's knock it down 5% or 10%, and instead of the original home value. So something I want everybody to get used to seeing is a increase. When you stage your home and do those updates to your home, a 5% increase on a $500,000 home is $25,000 more. I mean, I would love to see that, right? That's extra money that you could be leaving on the table if you don't stage your home. So today's buyers, they are savvy consumers. They're looking for move-in ready homes, and they don't have extra money to do repairs. They're saving up their life savings to buy this home. So they want to just move in. They want to be at home, right? They have higher expectations thanks to HGTV. That has really, we watch those shows and it has set the bar super high. So they want to come into somewhere that looks like this, right? I mean, I would move here. And they start their search online. Almost everybody starts their search online. They're looking for those photos. Oh my gosh, what am I going to put on my list? What am I going to get up out of my house today to go see and put on my list? So that's very important, is the photos, right? So buyers determine whether or not to look at a house based on online photos. The importance of paint colors. Paint is one of the most affordable things that you can put on your house. We call it money in a bucket. Neutral colors sell faster. They make rooms look larger, brighter, and cleaner in photos, and buyers can visualize their own style on a neutral canvas. So no pink walls, no purple walls. The importance of updates. Today's buyers want move-in ready. They often don't have budgets for updates. Simple changes like paint, lighting, hardware are all super affordable. They help your home feel fresh and updated, increasing the perceived value instantly. The importance of curb appeal. This is the buyer's first impression of the home. They're looking at this home as soon as they step out of the car. So you want a fresh mowed lawn, you want new mulch on the front of the house, do a pressure wash on the house if you need to. Remove any hoses, any clutter, any kids' toys that are on the lawn, in the backyard as well. That's very important. You want them to visualize them living there. So room by room tips. The entryway, that's another first impression. Super important. You want it to look clean, maybe add a console with a nice mirror, some artwork, fresh flowers, a mirror, clean rug make a huge difference. The family room. This is where buyers picture themselves relaxing. Keep it balanced, cozy, not crowded. Use pillows that pull colors from your art and add a simple plant or decor piece for warmth. The bedroom. Your primary bedroom sells the dream. Think spa-like. Fresh sheets, nice, open the curtains, nice lighting. It's usually a bed, 2 nightstands, and 2 lamps. Keep it clean and inviting. Now the kitchen really sells the home. This is where they imagine prepping their family meals. You want to make it look very clean. Clean any of the countertops off, shine off those appliances, make them look really shiny. Paint the cabinets if you can, replace the hardware if you can. That's a really affordable update. The bathroom. Buyers want hotel clean. So again, if you have that extra funds to paint the cabinets, replace the mirror, add some extra lighting, and you want some spa-like plush white towels. Those are really nice to add on the countertops. Now the office. You want it to look very clean, not cluttered. You want to have no bulky furniture. If there's any gym equipment in there, you want to go ahead and remove that. Just make it a nice space because, some people might work from home and they're like, this is where I can get work done, right? Now the dining room. Less is more. That's what we like to say. So keep it very clean, functional, make the table if you like, add a mirror, a rug, and some seats. Add flowers for photos and showings. That's always nice. So the secret formula for getting the best price. Price it right and present it well. When you price it right and present it beautifully, you create FOMO, fear of missing out. Buyers fall in love faster and offers come in stronger. So remember, you are not selling a home. You are selling a dream. And that's what I specialize in, helping buyers feel this is the one. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can we ask you questions?
Absolutely. Any questions?
Okay, so I have a question. So I know you said the kitchen is like the most important room on the stage.
Yeah.
If someone's just like, say they have a budget and they only want to focus on 3 main rooms, what would be your 3 main?
I would say the family room, the dining room, and the primary room. Yeah. Those get the most attention. Those are the ones that they see and they're like, oh, I could live here. Exactly. And did I say the kitchen? So yeah. Or family room, kitchen, and primary room. Those are the highest statistics and getting the most views.
Is there anything you're seeing in people staging the homes with that you just feel like you don't need to do that with the house?
I would say, it's all important. Like, obviously, if you have the funds to do the whole house, I recommend doing the whole house. If there's one, I would probably say, well, it's depending on the buyer demographic, but personally, I think no kids' rooms. I just think, unless it's like a very family-oriented neighborhood like this one, I could see why stagers want to do that. But as far as like occupied staging homes, when people have little kids in the homes, those addresses are published online. And I don't want anybody to know if I have kids or not. You just never know if people are going to pull up and, I would like to think there's not crazy people out there, but there are some. Exactly. So I would say kid rooms.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What would you tell a seller who is giving you pushback about staging?
I would just show them the numbers. The numbers don't lie, right? Like, so, if there's a higher chance of selling faster and for more, why wouldn't we take it? That's just basically leaving money on the table. We want to get as much as that equity as we can out that house. And that's what I would trust Brandi to.
Piggyback off of that.
Yeah.
Saying, like, if going back to their motivation, if like they giving pushback, go back on their motivation. Like, well, I know that you were saying earlier in the conversation, you want to get top dollar.
Right.
Is top dollar more important, or is not doing the staging? What's your basically giving them that
exactly.
that this or that?
So the national average of staging is about $3,200, and you can get, $25,000 extra dollars out of that easily, So I just think it's why not stage, and especially with pay at close now. There's just that investment is just so important.
Oh, that's a conversation I have with my husband, because when we moved here, everything in our home was gone. So our agent took everything out of the house and took the pictures with the house empty.
Yeah.
But then you got to think about the market that you're in. That was Florida.
Right.
That's a different market than here.
It's important in any market. Absolutely. I would just definitely have that conversation. Like, if there isn't absolutely any funds for that, and like none, I definitely recommend at least painting the house. Like we said, it's paint in a bucket, it's money in a bucket. But staging is just, it sets your home apart, and you definitely want to get any of that extra equity that you can out of that house.
To your point, Angel, I've been working for a builder corporation. When we look at it internally from our numbers, whatever home we're going to utilize as the model, it's always the best seller. And that's because it's staged.
Yeah.
And then from my small perspective with those walking through homes, I can go into this exact same floor plan and it's an empty home and immediately this feels smaller.
True.
Yeah.
Or they tend to notice maybe some little things that they didn't notice.
Very true.
That's true.
That is absolutely so true. Thank you for bringing that up. And actually, home appraisers too, they'll come in and they'll, put at top dollar because they're not so focused on, let's say there's a little dent in the wall or something like that.
Right.
Their focus is on the home. So yeah, I mean, everything that we see is definitely why not stage.
And that's true because I saw it was a listing that was listed for a while. It was listed for a very long time.
Yep.
To the point they took it off the market, thought about renting it out, and then they put it back on the market to list it. But when they put it back on the market, they decided to stage it. And when I had bought buyers in there originally, they was like, "Oh, it just feels really small. I don't know if I could fit a bed in here." So when it got staged, they put a bed in there. It was like, well, you can fit a bed. It's just like it gives them more of a visual.
Yeah.
A visual.
Absolutely.
Selling the dream to them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Any other questions? All right.
Great information.
Thank you. And I'm here. I have my business card out there. I'm also raffling off a free design consult. So definitely fill out the application for that. And yeah, I'm here if you need me.
You work for the whole state?
Yep, the whole state. Yep. I do virtual as well. So Florida as well. So if you need anything, just let me know.
You also offer the consultation to people as well.
Yep, virtual. And I do e-design. So
I'm gonna say Angel and Will got you.
yep.
got it.
Any way that you guys need help will definitely help you. And if we can't do it, we know somebody that does. Right.
That's always great. So we are here getting the tea from Dreamfinder's home itself. We have Shelley here. I'm so excited to get the tea from you, girl. So let's talk a little bit and let's get some questions answered. So my very first question that I would love to get to know, what makes Dreamfinder's builders just different than other builders? What sets you guys apart?
That's a really good question. I think that what sets Dreamfinder's homes apart is the customer experience. And within our industry, we are rated by something called Avid scores. And it's not the home builders themselves giving themselves a pat on the back. It's actually a third party, if you will. And it measures the customer's satisfaction in many points throughout the process. So it's not just at close. It is, you've got it at tabletop close, 30 days after, 60 days after, a year after. Building a home or home building, it's a complex process.
Right.
And so Dreamfinders actually, we won Builder of the Year because of our Avid scores. And this is nationally. And interestingly, the Savannah Bluffton division was at the top of the Dreamfinder. So I really do think that sets us apart. Yeah,
that's really huge. So you was talking about the process. What is the process of buying a home here?
Well, it would vary. It would vary depending on the community. For this specific community, Westbrook Retreat and Savannah Quarters, our process is actually pretty streamlined because we're at the end of the community.
Right.
So we what we did was we spoke with professionals like yourself, Angel, and what we tried to do is put in the homes what buyers see value in.
Right.
So we had professionals design the interiors to make sure all of the interior selections were popular. We focused on spaces that buyers see value in, like kitchen areas, homeowners' bedrooms, and outdoor living spaces.
Exactly. The outdoor living space here is beautiful with the views.
So, so from that, it's really just selecting what floor plan best suits your needs, finding the home site that you prefer the best, and then depending on where it is in the process, then the next step would be to connect you with the project manager to go over all of the operating functions in the house, the building aspects of it, and then get you prepared to close.
That's the exciting part. So do you guys have a design studio here? So they have a project manager they work with here.
They do. So we have great question. So we have the project manager for the construction, the build side, and we do have a design center. It's actually in Bluffton, about a half an hour from here. So on the neighborhoods where folks are building from scratch, they can go to the design center and pick their selections. And then for the homes that we've kind of selected everything prior,
right?
Those individuals, those professionals have made those selections from our design center.
And with buyers right now, what are you seeing that's like unique features or like upgrades that's like popular right now for them?
So that is a good question. So with the homes from scratch, it's always kitchen is always a big focus. There's a big focus on cabinets right now.
Yes.
Cabinets, countertops, plumbing fixtures, like the fixtures. Getting into. I didn't realize there were so many different fixture options, right? Then the other big thing that I'm seeing, which is really different than it was a few years ago, is that folks are really focused on the enduring value that the home is going to lend.
Right.
They're focused on outdoor spaces, the actual structural integrity of the home, right? Like the non pretties, as I call them, like your HVAC systems, the materials being utilized in the home, lowering maintenance cost, right? It seems to be top of mind.
Which is great because it's saving buyers money. They can always be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So speaking of buyers and financing, what financial options do Dreamfinders Home have?
So we have an affiliated lender that we use. It's Jet Home Loans, and they really do the entire gamut of financing. So VA loans, conventional loans, FHA, USDA if it's permissible in the area. We are doing all kinds of things to help create a path and make it more easeful for folks because candidly, right, everyone needs it these days in this market.
That's true.
So they're doing things like rate rebates at no cost to the buyer. For example, right now it's a 4.99 fixed rate in lieu of the daily rate for folks. We're doing what's called buy downs, 2-1 buy downs, where the starting rate's as low as 2.99. We've got programs where folks can get a lower rate and then they have 3 months where they're not paying a mortgage, right? So they get a little break there. We assist with closing costs because, as you know, that's in addition to the down payment. So they've got all different types of options.
And even though you guys have in-house, you guys still work with people that work with their own lenders and stuff, correct?
Absolutely. The real estate industry, it is a relationship industry. And so we do. If our buyer has a relationship with another lender, we're certainly not going to penalize them for that.
That's good to know. And then I have one final question for you. What are some misconceptions that you hear as a real estate agent about new construction and buying new construction?
I love this question. Right?
It was my favorite one, so I saved the best for last.
So the first, I've got 2 things that jump out at me. So the first thing I think is you hear a lot, and actually they train new home sales counselors to really get into this with buyers about maintenance cost. So you hear, no maintenance cost with a new home, right?
Correct.
To buy new, not used. That's just simply, it's not true, right? It's it's not that there's no maintenance costs. Yes, the maintenance costs are absolutely less, right? But there's never a perfect home. I've been doing this for a long time, and I have yet to see, the perfect home. You builders, new home construction can define their processes and make a perfect process, but human beings are building these homes. We rely on vendors. There's lots of stuff that's beyond the control of a builder. So that is why it is so important to, when you're looking at new home construction, really ask about the warranty process.
And that's funny you brought that up because it was on my mind. I was like, that is probably going to be my last question, because I was like, I know I said the last one was the last question, but I was like, what about warranty? Because I know like builders do offer warranties. What warranties do you all offer?
So we have, it's a 1-year warranty on workmanship and materials, which really that's the most crucial time. We do 2 years on everything behind the walls, like your HVAC systems, plumbing. And then it's a 10-year structural warranty, and that is transferable if for whatever reason the homeowner moves, right?
Okay.
But most importantly, it's in-house. We're not third partying our warranty out. So for the good, the bad, we're taking ownership of it. So a lot of the times it's because it's imperfect. It's not so much whether it's going to be perfect or not, because it's not. It's then how that is handled afterwards.
And that's exactly what's most important, how to handle it after. So tell us a little bit about the community amenities here.
So this community, it is a large, what we call a master plan community, meaning that the design of the community was determined a long time ago, I believe in 2002, right? So the community itself is wrapping up. It expands about 4 miles. There very soon will be 1,450 homes here. There are micro neighborhoods within Savannah quarters that truly, it's for every stage of life, right? The big golf community, right? And I wish that I'm here, and I wish I could tell you more about golf. I do not, I'm not a golfer. However, it's more than just that. There is a beautiful amenity center, meaning you've got resort pools, lap pools. There's a hot tub for those folks. I know I want to stay there every night. Tennis, pickleball, a really killer fitness center with a heavy lifting room and a free room for folks for classes. A beautiful country club with a restaurant, full bar, but over and above all the stuff, there is a really healthy community events calendar. So there's always something going on. So that's what I think that I see folks valuing the most.
Right, that community.
A sense of community. There's always something to do, and it's not just focused on families or on mature folks or kids. They have something for everyone, and there's always something going on. So it's a really lively community. So I always tell everyone, you can be as social as you want to, or you can relax inside of your home and not be if you want to.
Exactly. Right? And enjoy your view.
Exactly.
Away from everybody.
Yeah.
If you need to. So that's all my questions. Do anybody else have questions out here? Yes.
So if you're towards the end of a build, maybe venturing into a inventory home, but a buyer comes and wants to make some changes prior, are they allowed to do that with Dreamfinder?
That is such a good question. So, and not to be vague, it just depends on the stage of construction that it's in, right? Well, and also if it's something that we even offer, right? So there have been instances where it hadn't reached a cutoff date, and sure, we have allowed folks to perhaps maybe add tile in a place where it didn't exist, or I don't want carpet in my bedroom. Right. Sure, you can extend the luxury vinyl plank. So it just depends. When it gets past a certain point, then it is right. Yeah.
Are there any amenities that are extra, like the golf?
Also a very good question. So the golf, it's a whole separate thing, whole separate due. It's tiered. They've got different packages, if you will, just depending on how much folks are playing golf, right? So it's separate. However, let's say you do have a golfer and they're going to take advantage of one of those packages, then that if they're doing that, that actually absorbs the social dues, right? So it's not in addition to that, it's going to absorb the social dues portion of it.
And that's really good to know.
Mm-hmm.
And so the like pickleball and all of, is there any other amenities that are extra like that?
So, for example, you've got so much access included in it, but then let's say they're going to have a yoga class, right? There, I noticed on the calendar, there's certain times in the month or the week where it's complimentary, and then they'll have something where it might be, $12 for that particular yoga class. Or if there's an event where it's a date night, something, there might be an additional fee, but nothing, nothing to where it's going to be astronomical, right? And also, let's say you're relaxing by the pool in the summertime, your food and beverage, right? That would be extra, but then those monies goes towards your dues as well. Mm-hmm.
That's really nice.
Me too. Me too.
Any other questions? Well, sound like that's a wrap. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you, Brandi.
Again, my name is Brandi, licensed real estate professional. We gave you the tea, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.